In this lecture, we defined opportunity cost. It's the idea that if you spend $1 on soda, that's $1 you can't spend on something else. Anytime you take an action, the opportunity cost is the stuff you could have done instead.
Oh, I have 3 kids and no money. Why can't I have no kids and 3 money?
So let's use a specific example to explore the concept. Let's say you're LeBron James, and it's your senior year of high school. You are the best high school basketball player in the world, maybe ever. NBA scouts are salivating over you. There's no doubt that if you entered the NBA draft, you'd get picked first, you'd make about $4 million in salary, and another $14 million in endorsement money from Nike. On the other hand, if you go to college, you could go for free because of scholarships. You could get a college degree on someone else's dime, all the while getting to play basketball and improving your game. So should LeBron James go to college? The direct costs of college are very low, and there are some benefits. So it might seem like college is a good idea. But the opportunity cost of college is enormous. LeBron would be giving up millions of dollars per year. In the end, LeBron did what a good economist would do. He went straight to the NBA.
Keeps his dribble somehow. Irving back to James. Oh, he throws it down.
Now let's assume you're not as good at basketball as LeBron James, which seems a safe bet. Should you go to college? To answer that, we need to analyze the same trade-off LeBron faced. Let's start with the costs of college. It's natural to start with the tuition costs and the cost of a meal plan and the dorm room and textbooks. These are substantial. They can amount to tens of thousands of dollars per year. The opportunity cost for that is high. That's money you could have spent on trips to Jamaica or a fancy car. But that's not all of it. It's really much worse than that. There's also the opportunity cost of your time. If you go to college full-time, that's time you could have been working and earning a salary. For the average 19-year-old high school graduate, that means giving up about another $25,000 per year. So if you go to college for 4 years, this means giving up $100,000 because you gave up the chance to work. That's on top of what could be more than $100,000 in tuition. These costs are substantial. So what are the benefits? There's lots of benefits in college, like learning new things, meeting new friends, and maybe getting to live in a new place. But let's ignore those and focus on one important benefit. You'll make a lot more money. Economists estimate that a college graduate makes $20,000 more in salary per year than a comparable high school graduate. So in the end, it's an easy decision. If you plan to work until you're 65, the college degree ends up making you almost an extra $1 million in salary over your lifetime. That is clearly much higher than the cost of college. Of course, you don't get the whole $1 million right away. That comes to you later on, whereas working instead of college gives you money sooner. But for now, I'm going to ignore that issue and take my word that it doesn't make a big difference here. College still makes sense. What's the moral of the story? Unless you can dunk from the free throw line, stay in school.